Welcome to our video on the 2025 Kashmir crisis, where we explore the global response to the intense India-Pakistan standoff. Sparked by a deadly attack in Kashmir, this conflict saw nations take sides, with Pakistan gaining support from key allies. We dive into the top 10 countries backing Pakistan, uncovering their diplomatic, strategic, and ideological reasons. Join us as we unravel the international divide over Kashmir and its impact on South Asia's fragile peace. Let's begin. 10. Morocco. Morocco's support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue is shaped by its alignment with Muslim-majority nations and its role in the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Morocco has expressed solidarity with Pakistan's call for addressing human rights concerns in Kashmir, advocating for a peaceful resolution through dialogue. This stance reflects Morocco's broader policy of supporting Muslim causes globally, aligning with Pakistan's narrative of Kashmiri self-determination. Diplomatically, Morocco backs Pakistan in international forums, emphasizing the importance of stability in South Asia. While Morocco's ties with India are minimal, its support for Pakistan strengthens the latter's efforts to internationalize the Kashmir issue. Morocco's involvement, though not as prominent as that of larger powers, adds to the collective diplomatic pressure on India, amplifying Pakistan's voice in the global arena and reinforcing its position on Kashmir. 9. Egypt. Egypt's support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue is driven by shared membership in the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and a historical alignment with Muslim-majority causes. Egypt has expressed concern over the situation in Kashmir, supporting Pakistan's push for dialogue and investigations into alleged human rights violations. This stance aligns with Egypt's foreign policy of fostering unity among Muslim nations, particularly in countering perceived aggression against Muslim populations. Diplomatically, Egypt backs Pakistan in international forums, emphasizing the need for a resolution that respects Kashmiri aspirations. While Egypt maintains neutral ties with India, its rhetorical support for Pakistan strengthens the latter's efforts to globalize the Kashmir issue. Egypt's involvement, though less prominent than others, adds weight to Pakistan's narrative, leveraging Egypt's influence in the Arab world to highlight the Kashmir dispute. 8. Indonesia. Indonesia, as the world's largest Muslim-majority country, has shown sympathy for Pakistan's stance on the Kashmir issue, though its support is often cautious due to its non-interventionist foreign policy. Indonesia has backed Pakistan's calls for addressing human rights concerns in Kashmir, particularly in forums like the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, emphasizing the need for dialogue. This stance reflects Indonesia's desire to uphold solidarity with Muslim causes while maintaining diplomatic ties with India. Indonesia's support is primarily rhetorical, focusing on the plight of Kashmiris and the importance of a peaceful resolution. By aligning with Pakistan, Indonesia strengthens its position among Muslim nations, countering India's regional influence. While not as vocal as others, Indonesia's diplomatic backing provides Pakistan with a broader platform to internationalize the Kashmir issue, leveraging Indonesia's global influence. 7. United Arab Emirates. The United Arab Emirates, UAE, supports Pakistan on the Kashmir issue through diplomatic gestures and alignment within Muslim-majority forums. The UAE has expressed concern over tensions in Kashmir, often supporting Pakistan's call for dialogue and investigations into human rights issues. This stance is driven by the UAE's close economic and cultural ties with Pakistan, including a large Pakistani diaspora and military cooperation. While the UAE maintains strong trade relations with India, its diplomatic rhetoric leans toward Pakistan, particularly in advocating for stability in South Asia. The UAE's role as a mediator in regional disputes also shapes its support, as it seeks to balance ties with both nations while aligning with Pakistan's narrative of Kashmiri rights. This support enhances Pakistan's diplomatic efforts to keep the Kashmir issue on the global stage, especially in Gulf politics. 6. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia's support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue is rooted in their long-standing economic, religious, and military ties. Saudi Arabia often backs Pakistan's position in diplomatic circles, particularly within the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, emphasizing the need for a resolution that respects Kashmiri aspirations. This support aligns with Saudi Arabia's role as a leader in the Muslim world, where it seeks to uphold solidarity with Pakistan, a key ally. While maintaining cordial ties with India for economic reasons, Saudi Arabia's rhetorical and diplomatic backing of Pakistan's call for dialogue and human rights investigations in Kashmir is significant. This stance is also influenced by Pakistan's strategic importance as a military partner. Saudi Arabia's support amplifies Pakistan's voice globally, providing diplomatic leverage in its efforts to internationalize the Kashmir issue and counter India's narrative. 5. Iran. Iran's support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue is shaped by shared religious ties and strategic interests, though tempered by its complex relationship with India. Iran has expressed willingness to facilitate dialogue between Pakistan and India, often aligning with Pakistan's call for addressing Kashmiri rights. This stance reflects Iran's broader policy of supporting Muslim-majority causes and countering Western-aligned powers like India. Diplomatically, Iran has offered to mediate, emphasizing stability in South Asia while subtly backing Pakistan's narrative of self-determination for Kashmiris. Iran's support is also driven by its desire to maintain Pakistan as a regional ally, especially amid tensions with other neighbors. While economic ties with India complicate its position, Iran's rhetorical support in international forums and its historical alignment with Pakistan on Muslim issues make it a key supporter of Pakistan's Kashmir stance. 4. Malaysia. Malaysia has shown support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue, particularly by endorsing calls for transparent investigations into violence in Kashmir. This stance is driven by Malaysia's foreign policy, which often champions Muslim causes globally, resonating with Pakistan's narrative of Kashmiri self-determination. Malaysia's leadership has expressed concern over human rights in Indian-administered Kashmir, aligning with Pakistan's push to internationalize the issue. This support is also influenced by Malaysia's desire to assert influence in the Muslim world, countering India's regional dominance. While Malaysia maintains economic ties with India, its diplomatic rhetoric leans toward Pakistan, especially in forums like the Organization of Islamic Cooperation. Malaysia's willingness to mediate or support dialogue reflects its balanced yet pro-Pakistan tilt. This alignment strengthens Pakistan's position by amplifying its voice in Southeast Asia and among Muslim-majority nations. 3. Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan's support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue is driven by its close military and diplomatic ties, bolstered by mutual alignment with Turkey. Azerbaijan views Pakistan as a steadfast partner, particularly due to Pakistan's support during the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. On Kashmir, Azerbaijan echoes Pakistan's call for addressing human rights concerns and supports internationalizing the issue, often framing it as a matter of self-determination. This stance is reinforced by growing arms deals and joint military exercises, which deepen strategic cooperation. Azerbaijan's position also reflects its desire to strengthen ties with Muslim-majority nations, aligning with Pakistan's narrative to counter India's influence. Diplomatically, Azerbaijan's support is vocal in regional forums, emphasizing solidarity with Pakistan. This partnership, built on reciprocal support in territorial disputes, positions Azerbaijan as a reliable ally for Pakistan in the Kashmir context. 2. Turkey. Turkey's vocal support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue is rooted in strong cultural, religious, and military ties. Turkey has consistently endorsed Pakistan's position, advocating for the rights of Kashmiris and supporting calls for independent investigations into alleged human rights issues in Indian-administered Kashmir. This stance is driven by Turkey's ambition to position itself as a leader in the Muslim world, aligning with Pakistan's narrative of Kashmiri self-determination. Turkey's military cooperation, including arms sales, strengthens this partnership, providing Pakistan with strategic leverage. In diplomatic arenas, Turkey often raises the Kashmir issue, framing it as a matter of justice and sovereignty. This support enhances Turkey's influence among Muslim-majority nations while countering India's regional dominance. Turkey's consistent backing, despite India's objections, underscores a relationship built on shared ideological and geopolitical goals, making it a key ally for Pakistan. 1. China. China's support for Pakistan on the Kashmir issue stems from its deep strategic partnership, particularly through economic and military cooperation. As a regional power, China views Pakistan as a counterbalance to India, its geopolitical rival. China has consistently backed Pakistan's call for international attention to Kashmir, emphasizing the need for dialogue and stability in South Asia. This stance aligns with China's broader interest in protecting its investments in Pakistan, especially infrastructure projects in disputed regions. Diplomatically, China often supports Pakistan in international forums, advocating for a resolution that considers Pakistan's perspective. While urging restraint to avoid escalation, China's military aid and economic ties signal a clear tilt toward Pakistan. This support is also driven by China's desire to limit India's influence in the region, making Pakistan a key ally in its strategic calculus.